Welcome everybody to another Tuesday night principled Chiro broadcast. I always forget what the name is now. It was Tuesday night call for so long. I think it was started in 2012. Hey, Haig. And I think Dan too was the first speaker. So pretty cool. It's been going on for 8 years now. Doing every Tuesday night, just having somebody come and help us stay plugged in and on path and on point. And speaking of that, I think Kat's got an overlay for DE. Our next DE is January, I think 21st to the 24th. Am I right? Yeah, 21st to 24th. And then Sarasota, make sure you check on these dates because we had to switch it so that we could not be the same weekend as Sherman Lyceum. So we switched April 15th to 18th, and then Greece in July, hopefully. Right now, as far as we know, everything's a go. So I'm hoping that's going to happen. Take a look down at October 21 to 24. October 21st is a Thursday. A lot of you know that the GCC just did our third annual Cairo Cup golf tournament. It was awesome. We had Judson and Martinez and Moriarty down, and we four of us played together. And then, but this year we are doing it the Thursday of DE, which is freaking exciting. So registration should be up in the next couple of days, chirocup.org. But let's see how many DE guys we can get to come out, probably fly in Wednesday night, sometime Wednesday. And then we'll play golf in the morning on Thursday, and then we'll go to DE Thursday evening. So should be an awesome weekend. Also, we had one other thing, and I don't remember what it was. There it is. Thank you, Katrina. That is the GCC Tim Langley Memorial Scholarship. The application deadline is November 30th. If you know any students, they should absolutely be applying for this. They send a couple of minute video of who they are and why they want to do this, and then a 2-minute or 3-minute whatever video, kind of an elevator talk about chiropractic. And they just send it to, I think it's the info@georgiachiropractic.org. But you can go to the details there. Also, anybody who's able to, again, we try to keep this. We'd like to do even more than one $1,000 scholarship. But if we can get people back to the the GoFundMe page and donate again for this awesome cause. Everybody, we know how much Tim Langley meant to so many of us and so many practices and so many people that we want to keep his name honored forever. So there's Araceli, she's coming. So tonight we have just an awesome chiropractor, second generation chiropractor, practiced with his father for a while, and still in the same office, and just a phenomenal chiropractor. He's grown so much through D. It's been fun to watch and see him, go from single and kind of angry to married and awesome. So it's an incredible journey that sometimes this DE takes people on, and I'm proud to be part of it. And I appreciate everybody being here with us. And from the great state of New Jersey, Dr. Tim Warner, take it away, brother. Love you, man. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Brian. It's always an honor to be here with my chiropractic family, just seeing those pictures and all the people that mean so much to me in my life. We get to see and be in chiropractic with, we get to call up when something's going on. And I had to do that as recently as this week. I called up some people because some stuff was going on, but people that are there for you through thick and thin, people that want nothing from you other than to see you be a great chiropractor so chiropractic can be better. I want to start off by, it's my mom's birthday today. So I want to say happy birthday to my mom. And it makes you think of getting to grow up in a chiropractic family, a DE family. And you just look around at how blessed you are, at how simple life and health and abundance seems to be. It's not this complicated issue of outside in. It's always inside out. It's always being in tune with your body to know what's going on. You eat like crap one day, you're not going to feel too good the next day. That's the way the body works, and that's a testament to my mother and father and the way they raised me. So happy birthday, Mom. I'm also 100% in for the Chiro Cup. The fact that it's DE weekend, I became obsessed with golf this summer. I think of Dr. Sid every time I'm on the golf course. I feel bad about being out there because I hear Dr. Sid voice in my head, but I don't think about it in the office like Dr. Sid said not to. So I'm 100% in for the Chiro Cup. The office has really been amazing since the last DE. I went to the last DE by myself. I ended up getting a room by myself. Kat hooked me up with a room at the last minute. Normally I stay with a roommate. Sometimes my father comes down. And I didn't speak this time. It was just a really, really powerful DE to connect with so many people. And the one of the coolest parts about DE to me is to see the people who are showing up. I made it a point to kind of get out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm just going up to people now and being like, you want to go out to dinner? You want to do, like, I don't even care if I know them or that I got invited. At DE, I'm just going up, and people that I know are cool. I want to go spend time with them. I want to break bread with them. And I got to do that with two really cool, different groups the last DE. One was all people who at dinner, I realized I was the oldest one in the group. We all went to school together. We were all in school around the same time. And I graduated first out of all of us. My neighbor in Ashboro, Zeus, I remember being at his house for just hanging out and seeing him taking out the garbage when I was taking out the garbage. And to see him killing it and humbly showing up in the back of the room at DE when he's killing it in practice. And to sit and break bread with him and hear how he's killing it in practice. And Natalie and Megan Afshar, we just had the best dinner. It was awesome to be with those people. Then I got to go out with people I've looked up to since I was a student. Marilyn, Sarnoff, Paula, Mindy, and just break bread and hang out with them and laugh. And you realize we have such a special, special group at DE. We really do. The people that we get to spend time with there and that we get to have relationships with outside of there in chiropractic is special. A lot of professions don't have that, and I guarantee you a lot of chiropractors don't have that. At least not without a price tag attached to it. Right? We get to do it because we love people, and we all are united under the same principles, the same purpose, and we do the same thing more or less in our office. We love people. We remove the interference so they can express life. So they can be the clearest, most perfect expression of themselves because they were created absolutely perfect. And now that message is more important than ever. It has been so freeing, so good to tell people how awesome they are. And the reaction from people is like, do you know how many people never hear that? People are like, oh, wow, yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, you're awesome too, Doc. Yeah. People aren't hearing how awesome they are. People aren't hearing how powerful they are. People aren't hearing how intelligent their body is. We don't have to tell them what they're not. We can just focus on what they are. And after I got back from the last DE, I did a Facebook Live video, which I never do. For the Saturday night of DE, before I flew home Sunday morning. Saturday I was so tired. DE was awesome. Sometimes DE just exhausts you, like emotionally. And that Saturday night, I got up to the room. I didn't hang out with anybody really. I was dead tired, and I couldn't sleep. And I had a room to myself. I ended up writing until like 4 a.m, just writing stuff, like not educated notes, just writing things I want to do, things I process, random gibberish, some of it. But it was like just innate was pouring through me, and I literally felt myself shedding these husks in the hotel room after an awesome DE. So I did a Facebook Live video, which I never do. But like I said, that's one of the things. If I feel like doing something, I'm going to do it. Who cares if it sounds stupid, or who cares if it looks dumb? Like, I don't care. When innate moves me to do something, I'm going to do it. So I did a Facebook Live video on my favorite part, just a special place. And the feedback from it was overwhelming. and not even from chiropractors, like so many people in my community. And the message was just the simplest DE message. Like, people are dying to hear the DE message. People are dying to be loved. People are dying to be empowered. Every talk I do, one of my models for practice has been Dr. Curso. We move people from victimhood to empowerment. People are dying to be empowered. And the crux of the message was, we have a choice every day. We can choose to be happy, or we can choose to be sad and miserable. We can choose to be sick, or we can choose to be healthy. That's our responsibility. Those are choices that we make every single day. And you know who's making the choice to be happy? You know who's making the choice to be healthy? The people who show up in our office. The people who come for one visit, and then they make their next appointment, and then they make their next appointment. That's choosing to be healthy. That's choosing to be happy. And times are obviously crazy right now. New Jersey's going nuts. But you know what? Our office, like, obviously we need to make a living and all that stuff's important. If I didn't have my office, I'd be lost. Because I get more out of the people I take care of than, not that they do, because they get a hell of a lot. They get awesome adjustments and they get empowered. But I get equally what I give to my people, to the people that we take care of. Because it's so easy to get sucked in, right? Brian mentioned when I was single and angry, I wanted to take on the whole world. And then I just looked around me and all the blessings that I have. And I'm not going to change the whole world. I'm not going to change everybody. But we can be the example, and we can lead by example, and we can change our community. And then our DE brother and our DE sister in their towns can change their community. And that's going to make a hell of a difference. We're the light in so many people's lives. We're the ones that empower them. We're the ones that tell them what their potential is, what they're capable of. In a world where a lot of times they're being told what they're not, what they can't, what they won't be. And our job is to tell them what they can be. And not only tell them what they can be, but remove that interference here so that they can go be it. The testifying recently has been just out of nowhere, and it's been like, I can't tell you how different I feel. I feel weird after you adjust me. It feels so good. I feel so free. I feel so light. I can't tell you what a difference it's made since I started getting adjusted. And I'll tell you what, that difference they're talking about is not what was on their intake form. It was about tapping into here. It was about removing the interference so they can express the perfection that they were created with. And when people tell me that, I always tell them, every single person in the world deserves to experience what you just experienced. Who deserves to go through this world sad, depressed, sick, unhealthy, immune compromised? We all deserve to be healthy, happy, vibrant, alive, abundant, immune maximized. And that's a choice we can make. I'm preaching to the choir here, but I've been someone in the past who I can make all the excuses for why I am one way or another, right? It's never has to do with me. It's someone else's fault. It's something that the cards are stacked against me. But when you shed those husks and become empowered and start choosing to be happy, choosing to be healthy, choosing to be immune maximized, that's when you start to live. That's abundance. That's lasting purpose. That's thriving, not surviving. Not waking up just to get through the day, waking up excited. My relationship with my wife is not that it was bad, but it's just a million times better. It was awesome to begin with. Now it's friggin' more awesome. The people that we're attracting into our lives are amazing. We met a couple that we kind of knew in passing from church. we became close friends with in Trenton when we were there for the vaccine protest last January. We became really good friends with them, and we had them over the other night with their 3-year-old and just laughed and had the best time. And it was so freeing to not have to care about what you're saying. And then one of my childhood friends came over, one of my best friends in the world. Him and his wife came over, and they met, and it was cool seeing them interact. And we all have so much in common. Everyone is so much more alike than they are different. And I refuse to participate in the division. Chiropractic does not discriminate based on anything, color, sexuality, but also not on whether you want to vaccinate or not, what political party you stand for, whether you want to wear a mask or not. Chiropractic doesn't discriminate on any of those things. If you have a spine and you have a nervous system, you can benefit from chiropractic care. That's all I'm interested in. I know your life is going to change when you're on the table and you get adjusted. None of the other stuff going on matters. My wife started a teaching job. She actually just got a new teaching job, which is a lot more of what she dreamed of. But she became really good friends with one of her co-teachers. And her co-teacher sent her boyfriend in to start getting adjusted. Like, that's friggin' cool. You know, that's when you know your life is in sync. That's when you know you're on purpose. We were always a walk-in office. Now we're appointments. I'm seeing more people working less hours in the week. We just tell people to come in, and it flows. It functions. I did the office by myself for 5 months when all this stuff was crazy. Now, if one of my CAs don't want to come in, I don't care. I'll run it by myself for the day. I know how to do that. All the excess stuff, all the procedures, all this and that, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I'm realizing. It doesn't matter. Be on purpose, take care of people, and you'll be overly abundant. One of my random sleepless Saturday night DE action steps was I decided to buy a bunch of Wake Up Humans book, Judson's book, and I give it to people as a gift on their second visit. I tell them, this is a great book. It's on Amazon. I want to give this to you as a gift. It answers a lot of your questions about chiropractic and a lot of questions about life. Browse through it, skim through it. No one told me to do that. That was an innate thought flash at 3:30 in the morning on Saturday night at DE. So the point is, there's no blueprint of procedures to follow. It's just getting clear and listening to your innate. I love seeing at DE. I love the people that are there. That room for the world that I came from in New Jersey with all the crazy stuff here with whatever. To see how packed the DE room was like, I walked in there and it was amazing. I was so free literally the second I walked in the room at DE. That room is powerful. Before that, I went to a concert at Dean and Tony Ann's house. Dean was like, you got to come, you got to come. Ann and I went up. And this was at I hadn't been to a concert since last year. And Anna and I pulled up to their street. First of all, we hear stadium level sound. It was booming in their suburban New Jersey neighborhood. And I pulled the car across the front of their house and I see two women decked out in tie-dye with glow-in-the-dark hula hoops around their waist. And it was like a weight just lifted off my shoulders. That was one of the most freeing, liberating days I've ever had in my life. So thank you, Dean and Tony M. But what they created, it was like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. When, first of all, my mind would have been like, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. What if, what if, what if, what if, what if? That's the way I think. They were just like, we can and we will, and it will all be okay. And it was just so many cool people, such a vibe that just lifted this weight off my shoulders. And the hospitality it was just incredible. That's DE. That's the dynamic essential at work. That's our brotherhood. That concert did so much for me and my psyche and even my practice that I never thought it would. That educated would never tell you it would. Just like when I went to DE last time, I don't even know what month it is. When was the last DE? October, right? I don't know. When I went to that DE, it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Just walking in that room, seeing people free, connected, clear. And then you come back to your community and you start seeing the other people who are free, connected, and clear. And it's empowering. And we're all in that crew. All we have to do to be a part of this crew is show up and live it in your office. If you're faking it, you're going to get found out. When you start to do it, you're going to shed the husk and you're going to be more abundant than you've ever been in your life. I'm so blessed. I love what I do. I can't wait to go to the office tomorrow. I love now that we're appointments. We just have fully booked days every day. Like, it's amazing. And when we're fully booked and someone calls, yeah, come in. We just move faster. People move faster now. We have an awesome CA a new CA who was a teacher, didn't want to deal with all the stuff going on, so decided to homeschool her kids and comes and works for us every afternoon now. They were in Trenton with us. Just surrounding ourselves with amazing people, an amazing army. And that army, that brotherhood, that sisterhood, it starts at DE. It starts with all you guys. It starts with these calls. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I could obviously go on forever, but I friggin' love you guys, man. I'm so grateful for this group because 10 years of showing up consistently, getting to grow up at DE is one thing, but 10 years in practice now, getting to show up consistently over and over again and kind of look, 10 years you get to look back and see the changes in your life and see where you were and where you're at. And by no means is this the finished product. I still have so much further to go in life and in practice. So many changes and great things still to come. But to kind of see what the past 10 years, how they played out and how much DE has done for me and how much the people in that room and on this call have done for me, it's special. And there aren't many places in many professions that have that. So I'll see you guys in January. I'll see you next October with my friggin' golf clubs, hacking up some course in Georgia, but having a damn good time doing it with my brothers and sisters. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Keep the faith. Turn the crank. If you're going through some stuff, that's okay too. Please reach out to a DE brother or sister. If things aren't going the same as well as you want them to be right now, call someone up and just talk to them. You don't necessarily have to call them up and rant. Just talk to somebody. Sometimes it's just having a conversation without even saying what's going on that lifts me up. It's a special group, and it's a special group of people that are here for you. So move people from victimhood to empowerment. Empower people to choose health, empower people to choose happiness, empower people to be immune compromised, empower people about the intelligence that their body has, that their power that their body has when they live clear. When this is connected to this. I love you guys.
There he is. All right, my man. Thank you so much. Lucky and Coco.
Love you, bro.
There's
Sweet dog.
Over there. Hi. Yeah, great job, my man. We appreciate you so much. Cool. Everything you do and done, and for kicking ass up there, man. It's awesome. And so I'll see everybody in January, and then golf clubs in October. And also next week is, I think, Ron Oberstein, I think, is on next week. So hope everybody has a kick-ass week. Again, Timbo, thanks so much. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you some more soon, man.
Love you.
Love you, buddy.